accused of a lot more than I'm convicted of.
I know first, what are you accused of?
Well, I was accused of, originally accused of killing 34 women, but nobody has ever managed to come up with 34 names, jurisdictions, or anything else. It's a false accusation.
And what is your conviction?
I was convicted of killing 2 in Fort Pierce. I was never shown to be at the crime scene. There was never any link between me and the people that were killed, except the testimony of the mother of one of them.
Why do you sometimes supposedly called or been in touch with some newspaper telling them that you're the biggest killer of women in this century?
Who is that? That's what Robert Stone says. That's not a secret. That's on the front page of the Palm Beach Post newspaper on May the 13th, 1973. The Sunday paper, and that's what it says. That's not what I say. That's what Robert Stone said, and that's what the Palm Beach Post said. So if I say that, that's just parroting what they've said. I denied it. I have always denied it. But I'm not going to sit down here and say that I've never been accused of it. Robert Stone said that I was the #1 killer of women in this century. It's bullshit. He's a liar. You're a liar, Robert Stone.
And when did you start writing fiction?
Oh, you want to hear about the book? In 1963. I've been a writer since 63, published since 63 in fiction.
What was your intent in writing killer fiction?
Well, killer fiction, the intent. Well, when you watch television in today's world, there are all of these shows that show violence and sex, and they glamorize the criminal life, so to speak. Like the Ted Bundy, they've glamorized Ted Bundy and Henry Lucas, who you'll be speaking with Otis Toole. And these people are not to be glamorized. What they do is a very, very horrible thing, and I felt that if I wrote a book that portrayed what the reality of serial murder was, as opposed to the glamorization of it that people in the public see on television, that maybe somebody would be shocked enough to say that these people should not be glamorized. They should be condemned for what they're doing. Like Otis Toole, he markets a barbecue sauce. He is a human cannibal. He killed people, cut them up, and ate them, and prepared a barbecue sauce, his own recipe, and put the barbecue sauce on them and cooked them. And today he's marketing his barbecue sauce. You can buy it through Sandra London. Now, that is horror beyond belief to me. How can anybody do something like that? But yet when you meet Toole, you'll see he's kind of an affable guy, and he's full of smiles. And yet he's probably one of the most dangerous people on the face of the earth. You get on the wrong side of him. So killer fiction, having met many of these people, having met Bundy, and he's just the most famous one, but there's many other ones. And listening to these people talk to me, just as we're talking, sort of like peers, and hearing the stories that they had to tell, I said, I ought to put these into a book format, into an anthology, and fictionalize them, and maybe I can get across the horror of what serial murder is all about.